Hello there everybody, and welcome back yet again to the Joe Nerd's Toy Room, here again with another vintage Masters of the Universe review, this time on the deluxe figure set. Interesting, you can see right there, they call it a deluxe figure set. Dragon Blaster Skeletor, Evil Leader, and his dreadful dragon with the paralyzing spray. And then they have a smaller caption here. Press down on dragon's head. It sprays enemies with a jet of water. Really cool stuff. Really nice here. You can see this is pretty unique. This figure saw release in 1985. And this was, I believe I remember that this was Mattel's first foray into giving figures unique frontal card art like this. He and Dragon Blaster Skeletor here, that is, and Thunder Punch He-Man that came out as well at the same time were two, I believe they are the very first two figures to receive their own card art in the front here. Really nice stuff. Flip it around. Let's take a look at this really quickly. The nice artwork on the back showing him in action. So I'll read the caption for you. Evil dragon pet of Skeletor stops enemies cold with his paralyzing jet of venom. really nice, really cool. It's, you know, it's well written. Actually, it's very well written, that one. Really nice artwork too. Whoever the artist was that did this one, this artwork is one of the nicest in the line. I think I recall seeing his artwork. Oh yeah, I'm sure I do. I remember him doing, whoever he is, he did quite a few of the artworks on the backs of these packages. Here real quickly are the instructions, illustrated by the same artist. You can really tell in the art style. And then you got the co-cells. Yeah, really nice stuff. So now let's bring you right down to the figure. Or, I guess in his case, you could almost call them figures if you're going to count the dragon pet as a figure or his own character. I don't know. Anyway, so we're looking at him here, and you can see that I have literally just opened him. In fact, I just opened him. I think it was yesterday, and I just left him like this because I knew that I was going to be shooting this review really soon. So what you're looking at is me moving this guy and taking a look at him for pretty much the first time. All I did yesterday was crack him off the bubble, and I put him down on the table, and I waited to start filming this review. One interesting thing I wanted to leave on to show you guys is, I don't know if you all remember this, is the nice little baggie that a lot of the figures' feet came in, and that was a really neat touch. I'm sure that was Mattel ensuring that in the bubble there would be no paint scuffs, scuffing his his toes or his heels scuffing on the card back or the bubble. Really nice. And you know what? One thing I really am glad about is his elastic band, his leg band, is extremely tight. He is not going to have any problem standing up. I'm really glad about that. His head is it's actually solid. Yeah, I thought I remembered Dragon Blaster Skeletor's head being more of the hollow, squishy kind, but no, this head is actually solid. I don't know if there could be different production runs, I don't know, anyway. So one other thing I wanted to point out about him is the feet. These legs are actually not the classic Skeletor legs. This was a new mold. And the more I think about it, the biggest significant difference is the feet are much larger. And you'll see that he has a heel spike. It's kind of like a heel, you know, one of his big toenails coming out of the back. And I think that was for balance, but I think it also could have been an attempt to give you something, some more counterbalance for when you snap this big dragon onto his back to help him stay put. But as memory, you know, if memory serves, once you snap the dragon armor onto him, he does not stand anymore because the dragon is a little bit too heavy and he always ends up toppling over backwards. So we'll test that out in a minute. So what you're going to see now is, for the first time, this is going to be a one-time assembly for me. I'm going to snap this on, and that's where it's going to stay, because I do not want to stress this. These tabs could be a little bit fragile, and now that I think about it, I wouldn't want to be taking them off too much anyway, because then I'll be scratching the paint off of them. So this is going to be a one-time assembly, guys. So I can't mess up the rest of this video. Now the pressure's on. So let's look at this. Look at this. Interesting. Mattel Incorporated. Wow, 1984, yeah. Figures are always produced the year before they're released, for the most part. And it says Mexico. Interesting. It was made in Mexico. So you take the back of it. Let's see how this works. And you take the front chest armor. Now, I hope this goes on fairly easily. I'm keeping it on camera. Just bear with me, guys. I really want to do this right and not damage anything. Interesting. You have to push his arms forward, give it some clearance. Wow. This is really looking, wow. Man, now that is going to be snug. I'm going to have to think of it. How do I want to go about doing this? Am I doing anything wrong? Put it on the top, put it on the bottom. Okay, I think it's a little bit better to start from the bottom. There we go. All right. Hey, it's raw, raw video. It could, mistakes and all, bungles and all. But see, there's what I'm talking about, guys. He does not stand. He cannot stand anymore. The dragon is far too heavy. So what I did, I'm prepared for this, guys. I'm going to plop down this. We're going to help him. We're just going to prop him up against it. There we go. That's what you got to do. Because, yeah. It is far too heavy for that. That is one design flaw of it, but oh well. It never bothered me when I was a kid, and it still doesn't bother me. It's easy enough to fix. Just prop him up against something, and he stands nice after that, or leans nice, whatever you want to call it. So there you go. Let's give him a spin around. You could see what he looks like from all angles with this dragon on his back. It is really cool. It was really really unique. It still is. I can't think of any other toy with a toy character with something else riding on his back. That's pretty damn unique. So that's the way it looks all around. So now we're going to get on to the rest of the accessories. Now Mattel they were really getting fancy now with these deluxe figures. Hence, a deluxe figure. So first of all, let's get the not as new accessory, the not new accessory out of the way. The standard Skeletor power sword. But I'll tell you guys, this power sword is a little unique. If I had the vintage Skeletor, I'm sure that by holding the two of them together, you could tell that this one is molded a lot thicker. A lot of it just seems a lot heavier. And yeah, it's just molded thicker, this power sword, I think. It just has a real I was gonna try to put it in his hand like that. No, doesn't want to hold it. All right. This hand seems a little bit tight. Okay, no, it works very, very well. I remember as a kid, I used to have Skeletor hold the sword through the other hand, along with the hand guard, you know? But it works just fine like this. So now, last accessories. This is where Mattel was getting really, really fancy. They have an actual real chain with a little hand bracer, a little cuff. So now let's see. Do this on camera. You have to get this through. Let's see here. There we go. You have to wind it through. This is really cool to do this again, guys. This is a real rush of nostalgia, I gotta say. And then you just plug that onto his wrist like so. All right, we're almost there. Now, that leads me to the last accessory. This was really something different for Mattel. I don't really recall them making very many small accessories like this. You have a tiny little padlock. So what it does, you have to wind it, you have to get the chain through the opening. Now, okay, I believe it works nice if you put it under Skeletor's arm like that. There we go. And then, boom, lock it into place. Man. I gotta tell you guys, this is a rush of nostalgia. This is so damn awesome. Anyway, there you go, guys. Dragon Blaster Skeletor. Fully armed, fully equipped with all of his accessories. And yeah, Mattel really was getting fancy by this time. You know, they had come a long way. The line had come a long way, and it had a long way to go too, you know. It's really, really special. I'm kind of speechless. One other interesting thing I'll point out before I have to end this video, I notice I'm running a little long already, is that you'll see the lack of the loin protector guard, like the belt with the flaps that went down. That is absent. And another interesting fact is that I've just recently watched the vintage toy commercial. And the vintage toy commercial, he actually did include that piece, but I guess it's for budget. Interesting. See, guys, budget cuts. Even back in the 80s, there were budget cuts, and I'm sure that is exactly what that was. So last bit of info I should shoot out there for people who aren't familiar with this toy. Really gotta forgive me, guys. I am going to just quickly show you the main feature of this guy. So he was kind of, he was kind of like a squirt gun. What you would do is pull off the dragon's head, fill it with water right here, fill the body with water, and then you'll notice it's a sprayer. Just plug the head back down, and then to shoot, you would just push the head down, and every time you would push the head down, it would spray out a jet of water. Not a mist, mind you. This was like a spray, like a steady stream of water. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. And last but not least, let's give you a quick look at the mini comic that was included. It's called Skeletor's Dragon. And as you can see, this is a pretty rough picture of Dragon Blaster Skeletor. Obviously, Mattel hadn't given the artist the full idea of what he was supposed to look like. And he looks like he's riding the battle bones. Really, really weird stuff. Oh yeah, damn, he definitely is. Interesting. Yeah, this is my first time looking at this mini comic, guys. But anyway, it looks pretty decent. I'll have to give that a read. So, anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this little video review. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's Dragon Blaster Skeletor. New from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel. So anyway, keep watching, guys, and take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you all in the very, very near future. Bye for now.